like war.
I'm gonna get in there with everybody else.
I think there's some fish over there.
On today's Sportsman's Adventures, we continue our special commemoration of the Everglades National Park on her 60th birthday. President Harry Truman proclaimed this land on Florida's southernmost point one of nature's most awesome achievements. The mother of the Everglades, Marjory Stoneman Douglas, called this ecological miracle the River of Grass.
Now we can pull this fish out,
On
take a
part
picture
one
of
of
it.
our special Everglades series, we featured fishing with Park Superintendent Dan Kimball.
Give him a little pat on the cheek right there.
Yeah.
We continued our Everglades Adventure series in part two when Captain Rick Murphy and Captain Eric Herstead delved deep into Hell's Bay, the park's final frontier.
Boy, he's beautiful, Rick. Man, that's nice.
What a fabulous fish.
Jeez.
And so today, on our final Everglades experience, we will fish Marjory Stoneman Douglas's famed River of Grass. No, not the shallow freshwater rivers, but instead, we travel to the numerous wide and deep rivers that wind down from the north and mix the fresh with the salt. These mangrove-lined rivers are where we'll fish today. Tarpon and snook? Nope, not on this adventure. It's something you might not expect in the Everglades. Captain Rick Murphy and his special guest, Captain Eric Herstead, continue on their Everglades experience.
Rick, I think one might have just ate it on the pipe.
Yep. Eric! Don't let him do it to you. Don't let him do it to you. Don't let him do it to you,
I'm
Eric.
trying, man.
This is... Look at
This
this.
is like war.
I'm gonna get in there with everybody else.
I think there's some fish over there. I have
You know
a
what?
hunch.
I'm gonna reel and get the net.
I don't know why, but I have a hunch there's fish over there. I think this is a nice gag, Rick.
I hope
Nice
you're right.
gag grouper.
That'll be a good one to take home to eat. Don't let him rock you.
Okay, he's close to the boat here if you got the net.
I'll be
It's
ready.
a real nice gag, Rick. Real nice
Hold on
one.
1 second. I'll be there in 2 seconds. I get my Stowmaster out.
He's coming around. I'm going to loosen up on the drag so I don't pull the hook.
Okay.
He is worn out, man.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
We might need a bigger net. We're gonna need a bigger net.
Sweet. That's
Now
not bad.
That's what we came here for.
That's good, man. I'll tell you, on the all over the West Coast. I mean, you can do this anywhere. You know that just as well as I do.
I know.
Yeah. This is great.
Let's talk a little bit about this. Show me this fish. Look how beautiful this fish is. That is a great grouper.
This is a big one here too.
Now, typically, is this the size that you catch, or most of the time
Let me
they're
get-
considerably smaller?
That's a little bigger than the typical size. Normally you have to catch, quite a few little ones, but this is a big one. It's easier to handle them without your hands because their gill plates are so sharp.
And plus, when you stick your hand up in there,
Yeah, just
they
like a
clamp
snook.
down.
Just like a snook. It's like razor sharp here. It's horrible, so it's better not to handle them. But that's a nice one. Let's see how much he weighs.
We'll take him home and eat him, Eric.
He's 10 pounds, right on the nose. Yep.
Looks bigger than that.
Somebody will eat him.
See, that's the bad thing about weighing a fish on a boat. You can't lie about how big he is.
Right.
What would you advise him to just start to think about bringing as far as the tackle? What does he need to use? What size terminal tackle?
He has to use braided line. Absolute must. Because even though, like you and myself, and a lot of people can fish good, with mono you just can't feel the bite quick enough.
So you feel like by the time you get eliminate the stretch and everything.
Yeah, they get you in a rock right away. But with braided line, you can definitely feel them right away. and there's no stretch to get out of the line. When you start reeling with braided line, you come tight right away, and he comes out of there.
Oh,
Wow.
Holy bleep bleep, Batman. Let me throw it over there. I'll show you what you just lost. I'll get
I don't think anyone's...
Let me get your hook back.
I don't know if we're going to catch whatever that was. That didn't even have a chance. That was way too quick.
I'm going to get your hook back for you, Eric.
Oh, no, he just hit something sharp.
You are my Chinese fisherman. Zing pow.
Damn. Got a fish, Rick?
Of course. I told you I was going to get your hook back.
Oh, you got a little puppy. I think you got a toddler.
Hey, meat talks, Jackson.
Right.
And that means
Little gag,
I just catch a gag grouper, and you had just got broke off.
This is what I have right here.
Hey,
A big...
see this face? Who's your
A
daddy?
big nothing.
Who's your daddy?
Well, we just need them a little bigger than that, that's all.
Man, they still cool though.
It's the right kind, yeah.
Yeah. You know, Eric, the one thing that people really don't realize is,
Yeah.
I mean, we're essentially catching groupers at certain times of the year that are literally freshwater groupers, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
The taste of this fish compared to a fish that you catch in the Gulf, it's just
Different. Yeah.
so much, the meat is whiter, and
That's
sweeter.
This water is definitely not totally salty, that's for sure.
So anyway, I didn't mean to throw right up in there.
It's all right, I saw that. I just got them warmed up for you.
Were you watching?
Yeah, we watched. Okay, good. Oh, we're down to... Oh, man. Oh, get him out, Rick. Yeah. Oh. Rick, I just lost a big one, too, man. You got him?
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by Florida, the fishing capital of the world. Yamaha, reliability starts here. Rapala, your best shot at a world record. Williamson Lures, when it's all on the line, make sure Williamson is on yours. Maverick, fish the legend. Minn Kota, anywhere, anytime. Humminbird, clearly, simply better.
Yamaha redefines offshore power with the world's first V8 5.3-liter four-stroke outboard. Born and bred for the open sea, it's an all-new class of outboard power. Its unparalleled 5.3-liter displacement delivers massive power and thrust, proving it's not just about the horses, it's how you turn them loose. The F350 V8 four-stroke from Yamaha, redefining your expectations again.
It takes a little more to make it out here. It's about guts, standing up to the elements, and quietly doing the job when others have long gone home. It takes Riptide, the toughest, most corrosion-resistant trolling motor ever built. When your reputation's on the line, hang it on Riptide, only from Minn Kota.
I've been fishing all my life and seen some pretty cool things on the water. I've seen 180-pound tarpon jump in my boat. I've seen giant snook slam live bait, and I've also seen super shallow redfish I can easily pull to. I've seen a lot, and a lot has changed except my boat builder, Maverick Boat Company. Make no mistake about it, Maverick makes the best technical poling skiffs, high-speed backcountry skiffs, and bay boats in the world.
Hughes, Maverick, or Pathfinder, #1 for a reason. Go fishing and make Florida a better place to go fishing. When you buy this great-looking license plate, you support the programs that make Florida the fishing capital of the world. Programs like fish stocking, lake restoration, and research. You can be part of the great work being done around the state. Just ask for the Go Fishing Florida license plate at your county tag office. Remember, when it's time to renew your tag, it's time to go fishing. Thanks to strong conservation efforts by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, the Goliath grouper has made a tremendous comeback. The state has defined the guidelines for safe and legal means for handling these fish. Removing Goliath groupers from federal waters is against the law. The Everglades National Park waters are considered state waters. The FWC allows the Goliath to be removed from state waters for the purpose of removing the hook. The fish should then be returned to the water unharmed and in a timely manner.
Rick, big bite, man. Big fish, I think. He's shrinking though. Yeah, he just shrunk. He was big, I promise, he was big. But now he's shrunk.
You gotta like his attitude, Eric. He had a big bite.
He shrunk.
A big bite.
I promise he was bigger than this.
Oh, it's a Goliath.
It is. It's a Goliath. You want to get him?
You with that?
Yeah. There you go.
Now, Eric, let me ask you, how did you figure out how to do all this?
You know, it started off snook fishing, and I mean anywhere, any you know, West Coast from whoa.
Oof, see, boy, when they pop
anywhere on the West Coast, these rivers or creeks, you know, the deeper water is the key to doing this. And I don't know, you know, it goes way north, the whole West Coast. It's
from Marco Pass all the way, Goodland, all of these places got these river systems.
Yep. And anyways, deep water, and it seems like the fall and tide's usually better. And I like points. Sometimes I fish.
But you didn't come out here. You didn't leave the dock one day and say, "Hey, I'm going to go grouper fishing." You left the dock going to what? Go snook fishing?
Yeah, we were snook fishing with live mullet, and you know, certain times of the year that's really good. And we started getting broken off, like getting our clocks cleaned, you know, using like 15-pound rods snook fishing. And you know, finally we upgraded our rods to like 20-pound, 30-pound rods, and we started catching these great gag grouper and Goliaths. And it turns out that that's what a lot of your snook breakoffs are. I think a lot of weekend plug fishermen come out to areas and they, you know, just get hammered by fish and might...
Thinking that it's a big snook.
Like, oh, I lost a 25, 30-pound snook, and it might be a 15-pound gag or a big Goliath. I think it happens more than they know. And sometimes you might not ever catch them if it's a really good grouper spot. You need like 30-pound, you know, this is 50-pound braided line on like an offshore 30-pound spinner. And that's kind of what you need. It might seem like overkill, but...
60 to 80-pound leader?
Yeah.
6 or 7/0 hook?
Yeah, I like a 6/0 with a weight, and I vary the weight, you know, depending on the current. You got to get to the bottom, but if it's too heavy, you'll get snagged a lot.
I gotcha.
So you just got to have a few different size sinkers or a jig head, you know.
Now let's talk a little bit. The bait. Pinfish?
Pinfish, so on the West Coast, there's only, you know, there's limited grassy bottom areas to get pinfish. But if you can get them, great, use them. Small, medium, large. I like finger mullet. Today we have pinfish, but I use finger mullet. Usually you can find them somewhere on the West Coast. And any size, finger mullet to larger mullet, works well.
So. All right, well, let me get you another bait.
Okay,
if we
thanks.
Can't catch another one. Good
All
job.
right.
I think I'm getting a bite, Eric.
Oh, reel down too. Oh, man. Oh, get him out, Rick.
Oh, God.
Oh. Rick, I just lost a big one too, man. You got him? Keep reeling. I'm going to try to get out of your way. Man, I lost one right when you got that bite. I had one. You think I should get the net for this guy?
I don't know.
I think I will anyways. How's he feel?
He's good. He's not that big.
Okay.
Here, I'll just lift him in here like this.
Okay. What's all the straining about?
Man, it's just the excitement of grunting and groaning.
That's what I like about this kind of fishing. You want something to hold them with, or you got
No, that's all right.
Okay.
I just want to look at that mouth. Only a mama. You love that. Look at that fish, how he's built to eat.
What?
He gets mad and his gills.
What's nice about this is there's not many kinds of fishing where you can be groaning when it's a small one, you know?
Exactly.
Like that guy, they're so strong.
Now, we're talking about how they can get you. When you stick your hand up in his gill like this, what's going to happen is he's going to see how he mashed down just then? So if you're going to do that, whether it's a Goliath grouper or a gag or a black, the one thing you got to do is make sure that you bring your finger back towards the bottom of his cheeks or the bottom of his thing. Now he'll still be he's mashing my finger, but the thing is the gills are not in my finger. You can see my finger inside his mouth.
Yeah.
You see that? So
Yep.
that's a little tip for you guys at home that are watching. Make sure that when you reach in there, you don't reach up back in here, because when he closes those gills,
You'll be in
he
trouble.
will mash your finger. Right now, I'm okay because I got my finger back this way.
And you got to be careful when you let them go too, right? You got to slip it out of there kind of easy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the gills are going to scratch it. And that right there usually does you in pretty good.
They're really tough to handle, man. They're one of the toughest. They're so strong.
So, all right, buddy, we're going to let you go back.
Well, it's a good one, Rick, but he's got to grow up a little bit.
Yes, he does.
I had a good bite there too. Hopefully we can get whatever I lost.
There's nothing like cranking down the drag with your pliers. 50-pound braided line, 60-pound
Look at
leader.
this. Look at this. Look what you got back. You got your bait back.
Oh, I did?
That
And
takes a lot of skill.
7-0.
Catching a fish and getting your bait back, you might get a 2-for-1 on him.
Get him, Rick!
This Conservation Minute is brought to you by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
Hey, I'm Captain Rick Murphy, and did you know that teaching our kids about conservation is as easy as checking a box? The License Checkoff Program is a recent authorized way for sportsmen to donate money to the youth programs like Take a Kid Fishing or the Youth Conservation Camps. Now here's how it works. When you buy a license, the sales clerk, phone operator, or internet application will ask you, would you like to make a donation? Purchasers can choose to donate $5 or a designated amount that they would like to give. This is especially important because it allows contributions beyond the basic licensing fee. It also gives those hunters and fishermen that are exempt from purchasing a license a way to contribute money that will go to youth programs. So the next time you're purchasing a license, please add a donation that will help our kids learn more about Florida's conservation.
Contender boats. Take it to the limit. Wherever you find fishing tournament winners, you'll find contender boat owners. First to the fishing grounds, first to the winner's circle. When you look for strength, versatility, and ocean ability, you find contender boats. Hand-built, one by one, each and every one. Contender Boats is proud to introduce its new 23 Tournament Edition, the latest in true mid-sized offshore fishing rigs. Contender is committed to providing outstanding quality and performance. Nothing else delivers. Expect the most. Contender Boats.
Patented in 2000, perfected over years of testing and real-world punishment, the Power Pole is the ultimate shallow-water boat positioning tool. Swift. Power Pole deploys in seconds from anywhere in your boat. Virtually silent, Power Pole won't spook wary fish. Secure in strong current or gusting winds in up to 8 feet of water. Engineered to take it with a lifetime unconditional replacement guarantee on the spike. Power Pole. Swift, silent, secure. Visit powerpole.com to find a dealer near you.
Every second on the water is critical. So to get to the fish fast, I rely on Humminbird. Humminbird's exclusive side imaging sonar shows me picture-like images of bait fish, schools, channel drop-offs, wrecks, and other structures. Navigation is easy and accurate with Humminbird's advanced 16-channel GPS and optional Navionics Platinum charts. Finding fish or finding my way, Humminbird is simply, clearly better.
Yamaha redefines offshore power with the world's first V8 5.3-liter four-stroke outboard. Born and bred for the open sea, it's an all-new class of outboard power. Its unparalleled 5.3-liter displacement delivers massive power and thrust, proving it's not just about the horses, it's how you turn them loose. The F350 V8 four-stroke from Yamaha, redefining your expectations again.
Come on, please. Oh yeah, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Since I've retired, we get to fish more than ever. And although I've reached the age where I'm exempt from having to buy a fishing license, I buy one anyway just because it's a way to give something back. And all the money goes directly to managing our fish and wildlife resources through the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. It's a good thing to do. And who knows? It might even help my grandson here catch more fish. For more information, go to myfwc.com.
Straighten the drag. Pull out the pliers.
There's some sharp objects in there.
Ooh.
Get him, Rick! Come on, man!
Oh, God.
Oh, he swam out at you.
What's that got to do with it? I yanked him out. What are you talking about? He swam out.
Let's see what you got. Oh, nice jewfish.
You know, these kids these days, man, they can make more excuses why they get broke off, how I caught him and you didn't catch him.
He just came trancing
All
on
I
out
know
of there.
is
Yeah, right.
at this spot, I had 2 bites, caught 2. You had 2 bites, caught none.
That's true.
So that means Daddy is doing the deal. Take my hook off.
Well,
Let me
that's a good
recycle my pinfish
Your
and
bait's-
trade it up for another one.
He's even alive.
I
He's
know.
Still alive. Well, that's a nice Goliath.
Yeah, it is.
I can guarantee you, though, there's some big ones in it. Oh, he just threw up a blue crab.
He did.
Yeah, big blue crab. All right, let's get the big one that I broke off twice.
Hey, if you hold on to those groupers a little bit better,
Yeah.
after 25 years of doing this, your hands will look just like these.
Then I'll drop them all real quick like that.
Boy, he ate it aggressive, didn't he? Yeah, he did.
Geez, that wasn't in the water a second.
It's got to be a gag.
You fighting harder? It's a small gag.
Oh, it's just the way he bam, he hit it like a
Yeah.
little
gag.
snapper.
Oh, we just threw up a crab.
Is that a crab
Yeah,
or
I
my
think.
pinfish?
Oh, maybe.
Look
oh,
at
I
the
don't know.
blue, Eric. Look how the blue
His tail
on this
fin?
tail and his
Yeah.
fins. That's just a sign of the water being just a little chilly. A little chilly.
Yeah.
Redfish do the same thing, you know.
Right, right. Yeah.
Boy, I tell you.
Boy, it's the right species. He's just a little too small. You know, the limit on these, I know you know, but it's got to be 24 inches. Some places and other places, 22 inches. It just depends on where you're at. Most of the West Coast is 22, though. But
What is that? Federal regulations versus state regulations?
Yeah, you got to really check. Some are. It just depends. You got to. Oh, he's got my finger caught in his gill. Ow. You just got to check wherever you go out of. I know up in like Everglades City, it's 22 inches, I believe, and down in Flamingo, they go by the ocean rules, which is 24 inches. So you got to be real careful if you happen to be fishing down there.
That's a good point. You know, and if you're not sure, all you got to do is go on the website.
Yeah, but wherever you're fishing, you got to check because the rules are definitely different places.
Cool.
But
let him go.
Good one. He's small, but
I'm just wetting my guy. Come on out. Come on out. Get the big one.
Little guy. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. I just wanted to get him out because the last one broke me off.
We're going to have to do a cup check. You grunt any harder than that.
Well, look. See, he got me in a rock as it was. See that?
That fish
So
took
it's
a
pulling
case
so
of
hard.
the SMAO. Small. But he sure is pretty.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful specimen.
After one
Look
breaks
at
you
how
off.
tense they get.
Yeah, they are.
It doesn't matter what size they are. You stick your finger up in here and you're going to go, look
Yeah.
at that. Yeah, he bite down on me.
Oh,
now
he's about
he
to
has
shake.
me.
Yeah.
He has me.
He's going to shake
He's
too
got
when
my
you start
finger.
performing dental procedures on him. Oh, boy.
Oh, I got a bite.
Oh, I
Eric.
can take it.
I think he got off.
He broke you off that quick.
Yep.
Can you believe that?
Just like that.
Look at that.
That was this guy's mother.
Look at that. You didn't even touch the rod and he broke off.
I know.
I'm telling you, there's a bad snag in there.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, God. Oh, there he is, Eric.
Get a bite, Rick. Get him, man. Is he on? Keep
Yeah,
reeling,
he's
keep
on.
reeling, reel. Is he small?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Boy, he hit like he was a million monster.
Yeah, I believe you. Well, he's the right kind. We'll see if we can get his grandfather here in a second.
You know, Eric, whether we do or we don't, I got to tell you, coming down here and fishing on the West Coast, catching Goliath groupers, gag groupers, taking a few home to eat. Oh, getting crapped on.
Yep.
It's all part of
Oh,
sharing it with everybody.
I think
Oh my God.
I think he ate Mexican last night. Man. Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Oh. Well,
Oh, God.
well, thanks for having me.
No,
It was
no,
fun.
I got to tell you, you really have pioneered this fishery, and I am really, really impressed. I know that you learned this on your own, and
Thanks.
that's what people need to do, is they need to go out, put the boat in the water, and crank that motor up and go fishing, and
Yeah.
just pay attention to what's going on around yourself.
Yep.
And you'll learn a lot more about the fish and the fishing, and it might not necessarily be a snook, but it sure is a lot of fun catching that guy.
Yep.
Hey, thanks, bud.
Thank you.
Did a good
thanks.
job.
Thanks.
Marjory Stoneman Douglas writes, "There are no other Everglades in the world. They have always been one of the unique regions of the earth, remote, never wholly known." Rick, Eric, and Superintendent Dan Kimball know the park as well as anyone, and we've been lucky to share their experiences in a land we will always remember as the River of Grass. The future of South Florida is forever bound to the future of the Everglades.
Check out the Sportsman's Adventures website at www.sportsmansadventures.com. Coming up next week on Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy.
Oh, let's see what we got here. Fish ate the shiner and swam out from underneath the dock there. Oh, look at this largemouth. This is great.
Sportsman's Adventures was brought to you by Contender Boats, Fish Hard, Hook and Tackle Sportswear, America's largest authentic sport fishing company. Don't leave shore without it. Float-on trailers, there's only one real float-on. Power pole, swift, silent, secure. Costa Del Mar, see what's out there. Screen Print Plus, when image matters.